What's good, everybody? NextEra back with some out of this world warships of legend. This is Stellar Clash. This game mode is a all for one and all one for self type of game mode. It is multiplayer. It's 9 players. It's still evenly split: 3 destroyers, 3 cruisers, and 3 battleships. However, there are invaders. There's space aliens driving around trying to destroy your ship. Now, this game mode is it's kind of rough for destroyers. The irony is you'll probably get wins in a destroyer, but you're way more likely to get more points in a battleship. That I say that because you can get kills and points for getting kills by destroying these space invaders, and they are in cruisers. Not only are they in cruisers, they can eat a bunch of torpedoes. So yeah, and then open water shooting with a bunch of cruisers versus a destroyer. It's tricky. We'll find a way to make it work. This is literally my first match in this game mode. As you can see, I'm still trying to adjust. Because even the game mode, when it starts, it tells you that if you're somebody who's prone to seizures or like vertigo, that this game mode might affect you. Now, one thing I'm trying to figure out right now is what constitutes an island, like something to be a natural barrier. I'm assuming it's these asteroids. Those ships on the planets are not real things. They just kind of exist. This is one of the coolest things. This ship actually reminds me of the handling of the duck boats, which is fun. I mean, it's very fun. You'll see there are pickups. There are little power-ups scattered around the map. One strategy is to actually, you can see that when I picked it up, it disappeared off the map. Same is true for any of them. So anybody who picks up a boost, it'll disappear off the map. So it'll kind of let you know where somebody is. Now, this is the first ship I come up against. It is a destroyer. We both have the same commander. There's only one commander to choose from. But he chose the safer build, which would have been not running, what is that, subsurface venture? Torpedo Safari? I don't know. One of the ones that, whatever. My brain is not there. It's like 4:30 in the morning. Anyway, that that guy is running the safer version of stealth for a torpedo boat. So he has less stealth than me, but he has more health. So we're gonna test out the guns. Mind you, we have the same commander, so it's like trying to figure out how this game mode will actually work, what damage looks like. These torpedoes are supposed to be doing 93 knots. But I guess in this space, it it doesn't feel like it. Now, when I said that I think battleships will have the advantage in this, that's because sure, a destroyer can come over and shoot at you, but even like you'll see, like the ships that usually make it to the end of this are the battleships, and maybe a destroyer. But it's after playing about 5 or 6 of these matches, I've been the last person standing on all of them, but you know, the very last one I played, a battleship player, was the closest person at the end, and they had 5 kills, and they actually had exactly 6 more points than I did, and so getting damage, and even looking at the And even looking at the challenges that they're presenting for these boats, and look at that. The damage off a torpedo hit was just, that was, for the amount of time it takes to launch a torpedo, reload a torpedo, it it's kind of rough. And this is even with a reload build, so 60 seconds to reload and then 40 seconds to hit your target, or 30 seconds. That's a lot of time to be waiting for a single torpedo hit. The only alternative would be what, like torpedo rushing a cruiser? I don't know. Just doesn't seem like a good idea. But anyway, so yeah, you see this cruiser here chasing me? I went into the cap in the center. I was curious. Ironically, it is a actual cap. You'll actually win the game if you get this cap. It's not like the duck event where it just is a cap that exists with some ridiculous timer. This thing has a, what, 2.5 minute timer. So it's plausible. You can actually cap this thing. Now if you look right now, there's two destroyers and a battleship remaining in this match. And I'm still getting chased by this cruiser. Now the crazy thing is, these alien ships, I'm not spotted, but they turn towards you all the time. It's not like they have twist and track saying that I'm located, but they turn toward, like they evade torpedoes, like the AI in what was that, in the Rust and Rumble event. And those guys, those boats had the ability to dodge torpedoes like they were Neo in the Matrix or something. I'll watch all those torpedoes. Well, this is a bad example because nobody really wants to head on torp anything, but that situation right there, and it's very hard to even tell where the hit marker is because there's like a green aura around your torpedoes. But yeah, 2 hits straight to the face. I don't think we even got a flood on that guy. It's a interesting little game mode. Now I'm still spotted and it's not that guy, so turns out it's this other player. So he missed. Now mind you, I should have gone in reverse here. I wasn't sure if these guys could counter cap. I'm still not sure if that ship comes in here, if it'll count as a contest. But that just cost me the cap, because I probably would have been able to get that, like just have it time out. Instead, we're gonna have to slug it out. Now, one of the consumables that I have picked up is regen. So you'll notice my health is just naturally going up on its own. That's the plus symbol. And I picked up 2 of the rudder shift tokens, so my boat actually turns very fast. This is something that is pretty cool about this event. It'll allow you to run around and upgrade your boat. See, I'm just testing out the little the maneuverability of the ship. Mind you, this was my very first round in this game mode. And so, you know, shootout with the cruiser, even with the reload, I mean the healing factor that I have going on, it's too painful. It's just painful to, it's imbalanced. So another thing to be aware of, your damage consumable is on a countdown. There are literally, I have 5 of them. So the 5, now, you know, if you think about what it is to play like the Russian battleships, where they have a limited number of damage control parties. Yeah, same thing. I started with 5. So the cruisers might have a good time also, considering they would be able to, kind of mess with battleships as well. I just haven't seen any of them actually survive this far into the match so far. I mean, that's out of the 5 or 6 matches I've played, it's only been battleships and cruisers and destroyers making it this far into the match. So, what are your guys' thoughts on this game mode so far? This is pretty much what it looks like as a destroyer, and it is what it is, and that's why part of the reason why I think that it's significantly gonna be better. I just picked up another. That's a reload boost for my guns, I think it was. So now my main battery will fire faster, and this guy didn't have any health. Mind you, I have a regen also, so even if he did start shooting me, it just wasn't gonna work out. So this game mode, the thing I like the most about it is that it's not like Rust and Rumble where you have to win to get stuff. You get stuff by doing damage and by getting kills. So, and the kills include those AI. So what are your thoughts on this game mode? Are you gonna try it out? Comment below.